Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome in. Today's video is going to be a how-to video, the how to find the wild legendary birds in the wild, not in their static location, and also how to hunt them. I've been looking around on YouTube, there really isn't any sort of guide or how-to video on how to shiny hunt for the legends, let alone just to find them in the wild. There was a couple people who did them before, like right when the game first came out. So they just did the video as fast as they could just to be the first one to do it, and they miss out a lot of stuff or they have incorrect information. So I wanted to kind of bring to light what I've actually found doing the shiny wild legendary bird hunts over the past year and a half. But first thing about me, just so you guys know where I'm coming from and why you guys should take the weight of my words serious. My name is Renegade Ninja. I have shiny hunted for these legendary birds in the wild in Let's Go Pikachu for the past year and a half. I did over 100 in I think 4 streams for them, which equated to, you know, just a little over or just about 500 hours. In those 500 hours, I found over 200 of the legendary birds in the wild. So to say I know kind of what I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about. I've done the hunt enough to say that I know everything that's pretty much about this hunt and how to do it, and what are like the pros and the cons of how you should do it. So we're going to talk about how to find them in the wild first, obviously, and then we're going to jump into the shiny hunting method of it. There's a couple things that I'm going to tell you guys that are not on this list, but we'll go over it. So to start off, how to find the wild legendary birds. Rule number 1, you have to beat the Elite Four. Until you beat the Elite Four, nothing will spawn in the air, and you cannot actually fly in the air either. Even if you're on a Charizard, you'll fly at ground level. So you have to beat the Elite Four for anything, whether it's the Pidgeys line, the Fearow line, the Dragonite, the Charizard, or the legendary birds. You have to beat the Elite Four. Now to do the Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres, to get them in the air, to catch them in the wild, you at first have to have caught them in their static location. So Articuno is in the Seafoam Islands, Zapdos is in the Power Plant, and Moltres is in Victory Road. If you want to see them in the wild, they have to be caught there first. Most people will usually go through the game, catch them so they can get the shiny charm, and then not realize that you could shiny hunt for them afterwards, so they're looking for another way. I did it, I'm guilty of it. So that's why I started doing the wild hunt in the first place, is just because I didn't have another way to do it unless I started a whole new profile and then didn't catch them, got the shiny charm, blah blah. But you have to catch them first. Alright, so that's rule number 2. Now, rule number 3. This is kind of a big one, and it kind of help you out with shiny hunting. But in each location, there can only be 3 spawns in the air on that location. Now, I know some people have said like, oh, I've seen 4, I've seen multiple Pokemon in the air in one location. That's very possible. But the reason that is because when you're doing that location, whether you're doing a door reset or you just ran across it and all of a sudden you see 4 or 5 of them in the air, that's because you're actually respawning, or you're spawning 2 different spawn locations at once. There's a guy who actually did the hunt, did the catch combo, and found the shiny Zapdos. He did it on Route 3, Route 4, actually that second video right there where the Zapdos is. He did it right there, and he actually got super lucky. His name is Underground Ant. He caught the legendary Zapdos, but he got super lucky because doing door resets right there, you actually reset Route 3 and Route 4 at the same time, so it's possible there. I did it for a long time over at the Fly House on Route 16, not realizing I was double spawning. So if you want to do it and you want to find the best way to do it to maximize it, you want to find a route that has only 3 spawns in there, so you're not double spawning them. By the way, all of the routes are down here below in the yellow. That's all of the routes that the legendary birds can appear. So out of those 3 spawns, Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres, there's no guarantee which one it will be. If you've caught all of them in the static location, will appear alongside, you know, the Pidgey, the Fearow line, or the Dragonite and Charizard. Alright, so that's how they can get them in the air. Now, rule 4 is once you encounter them, they cannot run from you. I've seen a video out there that says that they can run. That's incorrect. Once you run into them, they cannot run. The only way to fail it is to run out of Pokeballs or accidentally run through like muscle memory or whatever. Only way to do that, only way to fail it is you mess up somehow. The birds are locked in, you cannot worry about it. If you don't encounter them, they can fly away. They will fly away on you. I've had them fly away on me multiple times. But once you encounter them, they cannot run. Alright, so that's how you can kind of get them in the air. The best way to do it is to do door resets. As you can see from the videos up there, a lot of what I do is door resetting. I do them on specific locations. I'll talk about like the best locations to do them. Let's get through the rules first. We're going to jump into more of the shiny hunting side of it. There's also, we're going to jump kind of back a little bit to the rules just to kind of explain something a little bit more. But rule number 5, using any catch combo will increase the shiny rate of it. So a lot of my hunts, because I didn't want to do the catch combo of the legendary birds, I would do a catch combo of something like a Pidgey or Jigglypuffs, or, you know, if I was trying to fill my Pokédex, I would do a catch combo of whatever that was, and then I'd hunt on that route looking for, you know, the shiny I wanted for my decks, but also mainly focusing on the legendary birds. So catch combo will increase the shiny. That once you have a catch combo of 11, 21, or 31, it increases the odds for every Pokemon in that route, including the legendary birds. The lures will increase the shiny roll, but it will also increase the more spawns in that area. I don't know if that's good or bad for the legendary birds. I've kind of gone back and forth where, you know, if you're going through more Pokemon, you're running through the shiny rolls a lot faster, so it's possible you get through the shiny Articuno or Zapdos or Moltres faster. But on the other hand, if you don't have a lure on, you don't have that shiny roll, you're seeing less Pokemon, so the chance of the legendary bird coming in kind of seems greater. I don't know exactly what would be the best way to do it. I always leave the lures on just because I like to see the science behind it. I want to see how many shiny Pokemon I see versus how many legendary Pokemon I see. There is really no data about what the shiny rate is for the legendary birds or what their spawn rate is. They're considered a rare spawn, or a special spawn rather, because they're in the air. And there really is no science behind it. I can kind of tell you what I've figured out through my hunt, but I usually leave the lure on just to see the science behind it. And then the last one, rule 7, a catch combo of the legendary birds does not increase the spawns. So if you have a 31 combo of Articunos on, you will not see Articunos left and right. That's not how it works. There is one video of a guy who did, 31 Moltres from his Pokemon Go account, caught them, and then, tried to find the legendary birds. He only found one Moltres. I don't know how long he hunted, but it didn't really seem accurate in saying, like, oh, that doesn't increase the chance, because he only saw one. Like, how did he compare? Where's his results? How do you test that to say, like, oh, the catch combo didn't work? I mean, he really did. He found one Moltres and was actually pretty fast. Me personally, I don't think that's the case, but we're going to figure that out, because I am actually doing a new method for the legendary birds. Nobody's done it yet, and I'm going to explain it here, but I'm doing this a different way from when I did before with the other 500 hours I put in. I'm going to do it a little bit different, and we're going to test my results, because when I did that 500, I kept track of everything. So if you guys want to see me do the live hunts, I stream usually Tuesday through Saturdays in the evenings, and I will be doing this. I'll actually be doing the catch combo of Articuno. I got my very first one, which we started off with the soft reset Articuno, and that's going to be number 1 in the catch combo, but we're going to start doing the door resets for it. But the difference between what I used to do and what I'm doing now is, like, I'm going for the catch combo, so, like, that's going to be a lot harder, it's going to be a lot longer. I don't recommend it for anybody unless you want to test yourself, if you want to actually do it this way. If you don't want to do it this way, then just go ahead and do a regular catch combo, or do it the easy way and do the soft reset method, like I did in Seafoam Islands. But what I'm going to do with Articuno, because I started a whole new profile, I beat the game, I got the shiny charm without catching the static locations. So Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos are still in their static locations. But I have the shiny charm now, I have everything, I beat the game. So what I did is I went and I did the soft reset method for just Articuno. So Moltres and Zapdos are still going to be in their locations, which, if my theory is right, only Articunos will spawn in the air doing these door resets. So that way, as I go through, the door resets, I do a bunch of them. Instead of seeing all 3 of the birds, I'm only going to see the Articunos, which will increase the amount of Articunos I get for the catch combo, and we'll get to the shiny odds faster. When I did the 500 hours with these 3 guys right here, and I had all 3 of them spawning, I only got up to 215 legendary birds in those 5 hours, and that was mixed across the board. So if I wanted to say, I got 273 Articunos doing it that method, it could take me 2,000 hours easy just to get to a max odd hunt. And there's no chance that I'm going to get the Articuno as the shiny. But doing this method where I did just the Articuno and I'm doing just the catch combos for it, it's actually going to spawn a lot faster for me and go a lot faster. It is still a little bit harder, and if you wanted to do the easy way, you could do just an Articuno and then catch a 31 combo of Pidgeys or Caterpies or something like that and do door resets. That's the easier method to do it. I wanted to test myself and do the catch combo because there's really only a handful of people in the world who's actually catch comboed to 31 of any of the legendary birds, let alone caught the shinies. I think there's only like 5 or 6 videos on YouTube of people catching a wild legendary bird. But let's see here. So yeah, that kind of goes back into the rules, the static location, because I'm only catching Articuno. It's the only one that can spawn. Oh, okay, so we're going to go over the routes, the best routes to do the shiny hunting on. Now, there's a couple that I'm a little iffy on. You could do it anywhere on all of these routes down here. The ones I do the most of, I do Route 18, which is in between Fuchsia and then the old bike path. I call it Berry Road, but it's from the Fly House. It starts at Route 16, 17, and then 18 cuts across into Fuchsia. There's a little grass patch that has a bunch of bird trainers in there that's in between the city. I will do door resets right there because that's really, really fast. It's easy to see. You don't waste a whole lot of lures. And you can see all 3 shadows or the spawns of the flying Pokemon, and it's really easy to tell when you have a legendary bird there. So that's a really good one, Route 18. You can do the other side of the building as well. It's not as easy, but I'm also afraid if you do that side, you will double route spawn and you'll get Route 17 as well, or you get 2 locations. Not 100% on that other side, but for safety reasons, I always do the inside by Fuchsia City. You could do Route 16 with that little grass patch that was where the Snorlax is sleeping, in between Celadon and then the Fly House. There's a little grass patch up there. You can do door resets right there. That is really nice. It only has that one grass spot and only one of like the 3 aerial spawns. I think it's still a little iffy because Route 16 is on both sides of the building, so you don't exactly know if you're double spawning, but because you only see the 3 spawns, usually almost immediately when you do the door reset on the one side, it's pretty safe to say that you're not doing the other side as well. But there's no real way to test that. So I just kind of stick away from those ones if I can avoid it. Another one that's kind of iffy, sort of the same way, is Route 2. You can do it from the Viridian Forest into Pewter. You can do that building, or I like to do from the Diglett's Cave over just to the wall or whatever. The legendary birds will spawn on the route. Actually, I think that Moltres video over there shows it. They'll spawn right on that fence line, so the shadows are really easy to tell. You don't have to waste a whole lot of lures, and it's a really fast reset. But you can do it on the building as well, so you can go in and out. You will see more of the grass over there, and you have to run a little bit to the right, but you could do it. The other one is the other side of Route 2, on the other side of Viridian Forest. That building has a really nice door reset as well that you could do. But the safest location, I think, to do it, because there's no chance of a second route, there's no other locations that are going to double spawn on you, is this route right here. This is Route 7. It's in between Celadon and Saffron. Yeah, between Celadon and Saffron, Route 7. It is one of the best spots to do it because you can see all 3 spawns in the air, you can do fast resets, and you don't risk the double spawn location. Only problem with that is a little bit harder to see the shadows on the grass, but it's doable, and it's very easy to tell when you have a legendary bird shadow come down. So I think that's all that I have for you guys. If you guys found this information valuable and you guys liked it, if you think you're gonna If you have something that you can improve on or that I might have missed out on, definitely let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions about anything, just let me know. I have done this a lot, and I will be doing it. Oh, kind of talking about what I'm going to do. Like, I am doing the catch combo Tuesdays through Saturdays, so definitely come join me on twitch.tv/Renegade Ninja. Follow me over there if you guys want to keep up. This is the first time anybody's done the hunt this way, where you're doing just the one bird. So I'm expecting it to go pretty fast in comparison, but I actually have really high hopes. So if you guys want to see history in the making in the Let's Go channel, definitely come follow me over there. But that's what I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Peace out.